Back on board with this game. This is Epsilon versus TCM. Hardpoint is the game mode. Yemen is the map. Let's get on board with Flux.
Yeah, we're on board with Flux at the moment, and he does seem to be going around the flank. And let's see what he can do. Actually, pulling out the crossbow to take care of the car. Doesn't see anyone quite yet, but he's going to try and push in there, getting the points on them. TCM coming out strong to begin with. First blood to them, and it does seem like Epsilon Judge is going to be fighting for that top control around the second one, and he does get the first kill as we jump to him. Can he pick up the second? And he does, Jerd, and Epsilon answering back in big numbers, and they already have the rotation.
This is what I love about Hardpoint on Yemen, is that you don't just have to think about that first hill and getting a lot of time on there. You've got to concentrate on making sure that you can get those spawns for that second hill, which is, of course, a very, very crucial one, Scaffold. So there we go. Jerd has rotated over, and he's in control of the Hardpoint. He does just jump out to let his other teammates in. So great decision from him, and this is what I love about Jerd. You can see him play so aggressively and just pick up the most crazy kill feeds, but he can also play so passively as well.
Certainly can. Now, still on board with Jerd, and he hasn't died yet. Monkey B's also on a 4 streak, so these two players clearly haven't seen each other in a while. But Jerd now ready for the next one. I think he's in here first, so he can try and get those streaks. Let's see how close he gets. I don't think it'll be enough.
No, not quite enough. Unfortunately, doesn't earn that Hellstorm missile, but he is close to it. And of course, if you can earn streaks early on in Yemen, that's going to play big for you. Unfortunately, not going to happen. Big kill there from Kyle, and they are going to spawn out. Marky B down in that Death Alley section.
TCM all over the kill feed.
They are just all over it.
Certainly are, and that was actually, I think he killed his own team there, Moose, but doesn't matter, as TCM take control of this hardpoint. Marky B still on board with it, can he make the shot? He doesn't, he actually ends up dropping, but TCM now fighting tooth and nail. Epsilon at the moment have the slightly better spawn, as TCM is going to come head-to-head once again.
Yep, we'll see what work Marky B can do moving in with this MA right now. Hardpoint is still in control from TCM, as you can see on the right-hand side of your screen. Flux is the only one in there. Marky B moving up, though, and this is the important time. We've got 19 seconds left before we do rotate. Big kill there from Marky. They've got to get the rotation kills, try and get control of the top, and have a look at where Epsilon is spawning.
There we go, now let's have a look. It does seem like TCM are trying to get that rotation, but they're going to come up against a few of the TCM players. Kyle has got one. There is going to be a second one around there. Can he get a second? Yes, he can! Sit down, Epsilon. Kyle has shut them out now, and it does seem like TCM are going to get the rotation as well to give them a bit of a bigger lead. Can he hold this one off, though? Epsilon are coming in all guns blazing, but TCM seems like they've held it.
Yep, indeed. Switching on board with Kyle. This guy is just going off already in this game, picking up 2 big kills. Is he going to be able to get a second? No, he is not. That was Swanee who took him out, so switching on board with Moose, of course, the most recent full-time player to join the TCM lineup. He's in control of the hardpoint about 3/4 of the way to that Hellstorm missile. Make that an assist away from that Hellstorm missile. Unfortunately, not going to happen. Great work there from Jerd. He's going to be able to pick up 2. No, he doesn't. Marky B answers straight back. Marky B gets the
streaks with that
there
as
we go,
well.
Hellstorm, yep.
Good play with him. He actually get it, and he pick up another kill. Marky B going off right now. He has 2 of the streaks. He can get another one if he gets a few more kills, but the rotation is in full effect as Epsilon move round into the church. And this is going to be the really telling hardpoint, because Epsilon can make some serious time back in here.
Epsilon need this hardpoint. If they get broken here, and if TCM get a good 40 seconds on this next Churchill, that is going to really, really play dividend into the game. As you can see at the top of your screen, the score is 106 and rising to 25 with 6 minutes 50 seconds left on the clock. This is all TCM so far.
On board with Flux, he's going to try and go in the jump up. And he has already got someone, but there's a tack mask in there as well. So difficult to break in here. Every team knows that, but Marky B actually has. Oh, there we go. Flux just shuts him down. Can he get the second? No. But Marky B takes him down with a war machine anyway. He's on an 8 streak, and he is on fire at the moment as we switch to him. Marky B being the man in charge here. And he actually got banged through the wall there at the side, I think.
Yeah, he did indeed, but they're still in control of it. They've got 3 players in the hardpoint. Kyle goes down around the edge, so now Epsilon need to try and do some work to push in. But Moose is going to help out. Moose picking up a 2-piece there on Mad Cat and Jerd. This is great work. Have a look at this. This is exactly what I said that Epsilon didn't need to do. They needed to try and push in here and get a lot of time on this to put back into it. But look at the difference. 100-point difference between these 2 teams. And we've got 14 seconds before we rotate over to Statue.
So, and there we go. They're now going to think about going round. I mean, a little bit of a late rotation from TCM, but they have the streaks that they can pull this off if they want to. Still on board with Marky B, though, as he is on a huge streak. And now incoming, I think it's going to be the lightning strike. Now, this needs to work for them so they can crack in here a little bit easy, and he does get 2 as well. Kyle picking up a 3rd, and they move round. Marky B on a 10 streak, and still has that Hellstorm and the War Machine if he needs to drop it. It wouldn't surprise me to see him bring that in.
Yeah, this is crazy. Just to go on a 10-score streak alone against a hardpoint team like Epsilon on Yemen is something to really behold. So we'll see what work Marky B can do. Of course, he has that War Machine, which he is bringing in now, just trying to spray some kills in there. His team are going to try and get control of it, but the score is 151 to 52. Epsilon just have control of it, but with Marky B going off like this, it's going to be difficult. Here comes the Hellstorm missile. See if he picks up anybody. He does pick up his own player, unfortunately.
No, unfortunately, he did manage to push Epsilon back a little bit, but he is, in fact, still alive. Marky refusing to die here and just being a complete pain against him as he does pick up one against Mad Cat on an 11 streak. has another shot, reloads, doesn't get anything from that one. But TCM are fighting tooth and nail as Marky's still alive on a 12, 13 streak. Somebody stop Marky B, please. The man is just slaying Epsilon and saying, this is why I deserve to be at the top.
Can we please have a look at the scoreboard, Brycey? Because I want to see exactly what Marky B is doing right now. 19-2. We are 4 minutes and 43 seconds left in the game, and Marky's only died twice. How is this guy doing this against a team like Epsilon?
He certainly is, and eventually goes down, but the damage has been done, 159 to 73, and at the moment, Epsilon are reeling from that assault on them. And let's actually jump on board with one of the Epsilon lineup, because we were on board with Marky B for so long. Shane on a 3 streak, and he can play for streaks here, and I think that's what he's going to do.
Yep, obviously running that Scorpion with dexterity and extreme conditioning, quite an important perk on a map like Yemen, but no streaks for Shane that time, as he is going to get a horrible spawn there over towards the church section. They need to try and push around there. We've got 20 seconds before we do go to that scaffold hardpoint, so we'll see what work Shane can do with this Scorpion.
They certainly can. There you go. Shane now going to get there, getting that hardpoint points as well as Epsilon start put some kills on the board, and that is all of TCM down, and they have the rotation perfect. TCM, I'll have a quick flick through to see if they've got any more score streaks as they do go down, as Epsilon putting it back on the board as well. Shane actually picked up 3, I think, before they eventually take him down, and Epsilon now putting their mark on, and they seem to have got full control.
Look at that spawn that Flux just got. That must be horrible getting that spawn over there, knowing that you have to travel pretty much to the other side of the map. So Epsilon need to make sure that they can regain that top control as well. You know, they've got control of this hardpoint, which is all well and good, but you need to make sure that you're getting those spawns as well. And have a look at the way that TCM are playing it. They're flooding up top, and that's exactly what they needed to do, because have a look at where Epsilon have spawned out. Those little yellow arrows, they're spawning out.
Oh, there we go. Carl actually managed to take him down and gets in there, and he's on a 2 streak as well. As he does go down, they tie Tooth and now TCM still not able to get that. They don't have the rotation either, and it looks like Epsilon are going to start setting up for it. But there is only one person left. It is Jersey goes on, but it does get taken down now. TCM are going to be able to pick up 17 scrap points there as well, but the rotation is the more critical thing here. They've got to get into market and stop Epsilon, because if they do hold this for 60 seconds, they'll come right back into this game after all the hard work TCM have put in. Yeah,
let's have a look. Just quickly switch to the TCM players very quickly. I just want to see who's got streaks. Has anybody got streaks to take them off here?
It doesn't look
like anybody has
Epsilon.
streaks, so that is advantage Epsilon there. Yes, exactly. We'll see what work Epsilon can do. They are in control of this top market hill. Score is 186 to 134. TCM still with that advantage, but Epsilon are going to try and fight tooth and nail to come back into it on this top market hill. Let's see what they can do.
On board with Moose now as he goes in here. He has managed to break in and form a little pocket for his team to try and come through. 40 seconds still left to play on this hill at the moment, as TCM are now stacking up. There's a lot of smoke in this area. They have broken through as well. TCM taking control. There is 30 seconds left here, and it does seem like Epsilon might have to just go, you know what, we've got to try and get this rotation, as we didn't hold it for probably as long as they would have liked.
I saw one of the Epsilon players spawn out with about 35 seconds there, and instead of rotating up towards the top, he just decided to push out. But Moose is on a 5 score streak. I think we've got to jump on board with this guy, see what work Moose can do. There we go, starting to rotate towards this next hill. We've got 10 seconds before we do go down to the church. Is he going to extend it? Yes, he does indeed. Shot. Is he going to get second?
Oh,
Moose goes massive. The kill feed is full of TCM
and look
right
at that,
now.
Marky B actually doing work as well, as he does clear out the next hard point. Marky actually making a crucial kill that we missed, because this means they have the rotation as well, and Epsilon are now in a seriously bad position, as TCM have streaks in play and control, and both players in there with a knife, having a knife in the pocket, and Marky makes it, and this could be all over for Epsilon now.
It could indeed. 1 minute 28 seconds left on the clock. TCM are just completely slain. Mad Cat gets 2 though. That's Moose and Marky B out of there, so Epsilon do take control of this hill, but is it all too far away for Epsilon to do some work now? Flux, is he going to be able to pick up this kill? Mad Cat just about holding on with that B23R. Swanee picking up 2 outside the hill as well, so it still is just about mathematically possible, I do believe, but Epsilon, you need every single point.
They do need every single point, but at the moment we do have to little look, as it does seem like there are no streaks in play for Epsilon, and that's bad news, because they don't have the rotation either. Jerd needs to make some serious kills here, because if he can't get on this, it's going to be all over. It's such tight now. TCM just need a few points to see this one out.
Wow, and it looks like it could just about be impossible. We'll just have a look, see TCM do take control of it. I'm not very good at maths, but I do believe now. There we go, it is TCM who do take this first map here on Yemen Hardpoint. Not anything that a lot of people would have expected, as Moose calls out and gets that Hellstorm missile, gets 2 players, and gets one of his own as well. Doesn't matter, let's have a look at that scoreboard. Marky B 29 to 15, 2 kill death virtually. And look at the defense from Moose. 8 defends on Yemen, wow.
It certainly is. Marky B, the man of the match for me, though. That streak he went on just did so much hurt to Epsilon. They just weren't able to kill him. The fact he was still alive for so long at this top rotation meant that they couldn't really dislodge him. They couldn't get in a secure, strong location to hold him away. And it just really kind of put they managed to get so far ahead that there was nothing Epsilon could do as TCM take the first map here in this match for top 3.
249 to 198 was the final score there. Crowd clapping for the first time at the EGL11 Winter Championships. They were obviously not expecting that, but incredibly impressed with the work that TCM have done. And I think that's really going to shock a lot of people that Epsilon didn't take that first hardpoint game. We did know that it was going to be a close one, but TCM pretty much just seemed to walk through that almost.
Well, they did. I mean, Epsilon, they still put up an awesome fight. We knew this was going to be tight, but look at the score there. Like I said, Marky B made a big difference. That top rotation, as soon as he got his full streaks, and he used them fairly effectively. And you know what? It was just a phenomenal sight to behold. Both teams making big plays all the way through. Epsilon had their moments where they were holding it off, but TCM, they just seemed to be more hyped, and they were able to make the more crucial kills. Like I said, Marky as well, although we were watching, I believe it was Kyle at the time, Marky was in that hill, and he actually managed to sneak through the rotation and break the hard point.
Yeah, that was the thing. 2 big plays. I think it was Moose actually we jumped on board with, because Moose was close to streaks, and then Moose managed to earn his streaks, and he got a big 2-piece. And at the same exact time, Marky just went big and managed to take them off the hard point, and that really was it. That was good night, Epsilon. You are not coming back into this game. So as you can see, TCM managed to take the first map away from Epsilon.
Epsilon look entirely happy there actually on the screen at home. And however, they are known as a hype team, so a few kills here and there will actually bring them screaming right.